quit him.
Which one of you guys took my phone off charge? Oi!
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Phone was dead.
I'll throw down, Brie. Thanks, Hagrid.
You were the chosen one! It was said you were to destroy the Sith, not join them!
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're working, we're in the lab, and we're gonna make sure this happens as soon as possible.
Welcome to an episode of the Sports Genes Into the Lab podcast, where sports analysts and experts dissect the latest news from the NBA and NFL, giving you a unique view on some of the hottest topics around your favorite teams. From the fresh field smells of the NFL to the hardwood courts of the NBA, and possibly your comfy couch for your fantasy football team. Let's see what kind of news the lab is working with today. Here's your host from the Sports Analytics headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, Ernest Silva.
And we are live in the movie studio here in San Antonio. Look who's here. Just Luke is in the studio. What is up, Luke?
What's up, guys? This is crazy that we're actually doing this in person.
I know. And
In the
Borak.
flesh.
And Borak.
And Borak.
Coming
We're
to
on
you
here.
live.
And surprise, surprise, also in the studio is It's Rated Merc. Mark.
Yo,
He's over here. You can't see him, but he is here in the studio. It is so awesome to be here with everybody. I got the kids banging on the door. It's bedtime for them. So we know that we're going to have a really fun time. Davis is coming in.
Yeah.
So we might have some sort of surprise episode tomorrow from our Verbo, which our Verbo is really, really nice. Yeah, we're really excited about that. We can't stress it enough. We got there. We're really, really impressed.
Yeah.
Shout out BCMG. All right, so tonight's episode brought to you by and powered by BCMG Blue Collar Media Group. Join the Sports Gene, the sports branch of BCMG today. Message Just Luke, Plus Walker, or myself. Item to the Lab Pod. If you want to join our group and become a sports scientist, we have a couple people waiting in the wings for college football and NBA that we should be kicking off this year. And if you ever want to learn anything about our videography, we got our video guy here in the room, Mark Guajardo, and he hates being called out. So week 8 NFL action. We have a lot of great games this week. And so round number 1 is primetime pick and what we always love to discuss. And in honor of Mark being here, we decided to start off with the Philadelphia Eagles, our Sunday noon game. Philadelphia Eagles are on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. 2.5-point favorites at home. And so let's see. Who do we want to start off with? Mark, who's going to win this game?
Eagles.
Mark gets a pick this week. It's the Eagles. Eagles getting the money line pick as the underdogs here on ITL. Just Luke, you get the call.
Bengals. No doubt in my mind, it's Bengals. This Philadelphia team, I just don't understand, man. Like their offense is janky. Like if they could just figure it out, Amarillo could figure it out a way to just stall Saquon, they'll be fine. I think Jamar's healthy enough now. The receiving core is better, but I don't know if Joe Shiesty will show up or Joe Shiesty will show up. There's two different Joe Shiesties. We just don't know which is the good Shiesty at this point. So I have the Bengals.
Yeah, it's interesting. And Jekyll and Hyde for both teams. I
Oh,
think
100%,
the
yeah.
Eagles either show up and show out like they did last week, or you see them lay an egg like they did against the Browns, right?
Correct.
Borak, what do you have in this game?
Two really bad defenses, two really bad secondaries, which
Yeah.
both secondaries scare me. Bengals 0-3 at home. What do I make of that?
Crazy.
Eagles look better last week. Do they get rolling in Cincinnati? I am going to probably regret this, but I'm going to take the points with the Eagles. Give me the +3 on the road. The line is a little fishy to me. It's steady at 3 all week long, which really scares me that the Sharps know something that we don't know. So I'm going to take the Eagles +3. I think these are two evenly matched teams. I don't know how the Bengals are going to slow down Saquon.
Money line, though, if you had to choose money line.
I'm still going to go Eagles.
Okay, Eagles. So 2 Eagles picks and 1 Bengals pick. I am going to tie us up and then bring on somebody who just joined backstage and bring him on next. But I'm going to choose Bengals in this game. It just means they're due one. I know the offensive line is tough. I know that it's tough to trust the O-line, and Bengals have been shitty at home. But I'm going to say we get the Rio Joe Shiesty, and Jamar Chase does what he's supposed to in this game and leads them to victory. I've been super skeptical on the Bengals running game because Mixon is my culture guy. That's why I loved him in Houston. And so since he has left, I feel like that's gone. So Who Dey Nation, get ready. Bengals going to win one at home for you. It's going to be exciting. But that makes us 2-2 on the ITL Sports Scientist panel here in San Antonio. But Chris Connor is here. Chris Connor has joined the show. What's going on, man?
Not much, guys. I'm glad you guys are all around by a fire table, or I guess in this case, a big screen TV table. So I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, happy to have you join us.
I'm glad to be there, Borak. So yes, I'm gonna save everybody here. I'm going Eagles. Cincinnati can't stop, running those, let alone a running game. So give me the Eagles. I am confident they will pull off the upset. Since he's going to keep on falling down again and again.
There you go. Eagles get the tiebreaker here on ITL. So our first live ITL pick show, and
it's not a BCMG guarantee.
It is not a BCMG. Not only those fingers in the air. It's definitely not a guarantee. We've fun. Our next game, our next Sunday game is going to be the 3:25 game, I believe, the 3:05 game. Buffalo, 3-point favorites, and the 12th man home against the Seattle Seahawks. We know Buffalo with Amari Cooper has been was stellar last week. Played and showed out. Buffalo looks like they got their star. The other receivers were able to fill in those route runners, and we had people stretching the field. Josh Allen looked great. So Buffalo looked great. Seattle also has come off looking tremendous to start the year. Very Jekyll and Hyde also. We've seen them play great, like against Detroit. And then you see them kind of lay an egg in games where, why are we watching this? It ends up being the snoozer of the week.
Yeah.
So I will start this one off. I like Buffalo in this game quite a bit. I'm going to take Buffalo to win on the road for a number of reasons. One, I like momentum. When they added Amari Cooper, you could tell there was just an extra flair to Josh Allen. He finally had a number one guy that he could rely on. I think Amari Cooper has another big week. And, of course, being a Dallas guy who's followed Amari Cooper from coming to Dallas and leaving Dallas, was kind of hoping he'd come back. Didn't happen, right? So we see him land in Buffalo. I like how they're using James Cook. I think they're going to lean on him a little bit more on the road. And their offensive line gets healthy now. So both guards are healthy for this game. Give me Buffalo to be able to control the clock and the game script on the road against Seattle. So Buffalo -3. I'm taking them with the spread in this game. Borak, why don't you take the next call?
Do we know about DK Metcalf yet?
He's not playing.
Oof. Oof.
That's tough.
So this Seattle team has fooled me multiple times this year. So just when you think they get right, I don't know. I don't believe in their defense. The personnel, the injuries on the defensive side, and you take DK Metcalf out. What scares me about the Bills is Josh Allen hasn't had that one game yet where he's had multiple turnovers.
Yeah.
And going into Seattle seems like the prime spot to do it. But I'm going to trust the Bills to get this done. I do think that if they can control the ball on the ground, they can limit Josh's exposure to limiting interceptions. So I'm not going to take the 3 points, but I'm going to pick the Bills to win this one on the road.
All right, we have Bills -3 and Bills money line on the table, leading over to Chris Connor. Chris Connor, who you have?
Buffalo. Outside of the Baltimore game, they've done excellent against anything to throw at them. It was a nip-tuck game against Houston. And I don't believe in Seattle. I don't believe in their defense. I don't believe in I don't believe in Geno Smith. I don't believe in the pass rush. So yeah, give me Buffalo big on this week.
There you go. Buffalo is all over the table here, and leading up to we'll call it the hot mic action.
Save us.
Don't like that. Don't like that. You know what I love in this game? The under. That's what I want in this game. 46.5. I think this game is like 24-14. Like, I think it's ugly. I think Josh, like Borak said, I think Josh, he's probably due for that game this week. It's like Arizona for me, right? Arizona's burned me. This division, I think, has just burned me this entire year, honestly.
Yeah.
So it for me, they made a trade with Tennessee to get another linebacker in to try to get faster on the defensive side of the ball, more coverage for them. Will it help this game? I don't really know. But another week, Amari learning the offense more. He'll probably get more involved this week. I expect a lot of James Cook out of the backfield on screens and dump offs this week. But I would look at Josh Allen's run prop this week as well. Because I feel like with as many injuries as that defense has, he's bound to have some space. There's no doubt.
Hey, shout out Ray Davis.
Yeah. yeah. You're right.
Like a monster filling in.
So I have Buffalo. I'm gonna take the 3, but like I said, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be an under game. Yeah, like 24-14, something like that, probably. Ugly.
Well, just like that, we have our first BCMG guarantee with us for you. Waiting like just don't care in studio. I'll keep it up there. Buffalo money line going on the BCMG guarantee parlay. If you follow along, or if you're listening on a wonderful drive this weekend, put it down. Buffalo money line on your BCMG guarantee. Chris Borak's going to keep track of this week's picks. I am computerless. He's got the thumbs up. Let's move on to ITL's game of the week. Chicago, Washington is the game. Chicago -3 on the road going to Washington. And injury scares for Washington this past week. But Caleb Williams and the Bears come off of a bye. So coming off of rest, we may not be getting the full Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels show.
Yeah.
Right? Not 100% on both sides. But it is going to be a fun game to watch. Really excited to see this action. Chris Borak, I'll let you have the call for this one.
Is Jaden confirmed out?
No.
Questionable.
Still
Official.
questionable.
I mean, that's a
That's a big question.
question mark there. Man. So if Jaden Daniels was playing, this would be a pick'em game for me. What really scares me is Washington's defense. I believed in Chicago's defense all year. I think they are underrated in the league. And Caleb has improved, and I think he'll be able to move the ball against Washington with ease. DeAndre Swift, people were down on him early on in the season. He's come on of late, taking a lot of pressure off of Caleb.
Feels like a shot.
And then Keenan Allen, you got him coming healthy. So I like Caleb to get it done on the road. So give me Caleb Williams.
Let me ask you something, Borak. Keenan Allen or Xavier Worthy this week?
I would go Keenan Allen, especially against the Washington Commanders secondary.
Have to ask.
But the 3 points scares me again, the line. And Marcus Mariota, in that kind of style of offense, he is a serviceable backup in that style of offense and replacing Jaden. He doesn't replace what Jaden does, but he can fill in for a week. It's the Washington defense I can't get behind. I just can't do it.
We got a Chicago pick right off the back here on ITL. Chris Connor, let's hear it.
Yeah, this game scares me because we have no idea. I mean, Ian Rappaport just tweeted in that Daniels will be a literally game time decision on Sunday. I'm going with my gut that he won't play, but they're going to err on the side of caution. If he's not there, that offense is not the same. So yeah, give me Chicago with the points.
There you go, 2 Chicago picks. I'll go next. Actually, you know what, Luke? Why don't you give me your pick? What do you got in this game?
I am so scared with Terry McLaurin, right? So I think Mariota wants to get him involved. He needs to get involved. Austin Eckler is a huge. It's either boom or bust with him as of late. That's a huge question mark. So question mark at quarterback, question mark at running back, question mark at wide receiver. That's tough. I don't think I've seen a Bears team 5-2 coming off a bye in the last
Nice place.
like crazy, right? I mean, insane. I'm gonna say Bears, but Washington backdoor cover. I think.
Close game.
I think it's gonna be close.
Okay.
It's just this one's a weird line for me.
I think the line moves tomorrow. I think that Daniels news comes out that he's going to be doubtful, and the line moves to like 5.5. I think that's when the points come out.
Yeah.
Three's close to me. So I'm gonna before we even.
I think it's priced with Mariota playing.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah, it's like a pick 'em then at that point. That's what they're basically.
I mean, that's pretty much what they're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
You get 3 points for home field advantage,
Yeah.
which then says, hey, it's right. So before I
don't like that.
we're rising on this one, and I'm absolutely taking Chicago -3. So this is going to be a show-out game for a division that's probably the best division in football right now.
I haven't said that in a long time.
The NFC North is absolutely wild this year. I know Minnesota's on a 2-game skid after last night's debacle, but we have now 4 teams that are just playing lights-out football in the NFC North, best division in football this year. The North is currently controlling on the NFC side. So Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams off the bye. I think the offense just continues to roll. I think he continues to look great in the pocket. We knew he would settle down. He had some terrible games to start the year. But I want to agree. Whoever said it, I want to agree. It might have been Chris Connor. I don't think we see the Daniels-Williams matchup this week. I don't think this is it. You don't showcase Daniels against Williams when he's 50%, right?
Yeah.
So we end up seeing Mariota come out, and then we end up seeing that Bears defense just eat. Yeah. So taking Bears -3 and take the safe bet before that line moves, because I guarantee you that line's moving tomorrow night. And we go to our Sunday night football matchup, which, as you know, your Dallas Cowboys going up against those San Francisco 49ers, 4-point favorites at home. The Niners trying to keep Dallas from playing upset this week. Dallas coming off of that bye week. Tons of press for a bye week, as Dallas looked absolutely horrible against the Detroit Lions. And then now they're going up against an injury-riddled, very questionable San Francisco 49ers team. 49ers 3-4, 4-point favorites at home. Dallas, the Road Warriors, have not lost on the road, haven't won at home. I will start this game and
That's-
let you guys all pick
Yeah, that's fine.
after that because we all know where I'm going with this. Dallas doesn't lose on the road this year. Dallas has more rest, and San Francisco is struggling with injuries, including the line, wide receivers. Brock Purdy's going to have to beat Dak Prescott arm against arm. In this scenario, I'm taking Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys on the road, straight money line. I don't need the points. Put the points in your pocket, send it to another game. Dallas money line is where I'm pounding for this weekend. It's my play of the week. It is the right play.
Oh, Ernest.
Go Cowboys! America's team. Book it.
Play of the week. Oh man.
All right, Chris Connor, back to you.
Ernest, I have bad news for you. You got to face facts. The Cowboys aren't going any place. The team is in chaos. Jerry Jones openly defying the coach. Mozzie Smith still hasn't done anything in 2 years. It's time, Ernest. Go San Francisco to points and start getting ready. Bill Belichick, Dallas Cowboys head coach 2025. Ernest the Hoodie coming to you next Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Ernest, just remember, when he says we're on to Philadelphia, that means we're on to Philadelphia. Don't ask about 4-2. Don't ask him why did you have CeeDee Lamb go on the flag. It's we're on to Philadelphia.
Next, just Luke.
I don't know about this game. I really don't, because now San Francisco's best wide receiver got shot 2 months ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, Debo probably plays.
he was puking with pneumonia.
Probably plays.
Very limited snaps, if that, right? So, still no CMC, right?
No CMC.
That offense just isn't the same without him. It's not. The problem is that the last time I saw Dak, it was the worst game I've seen Dak play, and that's saying something. I mean, it was one of his worst games ever. And we all know how that one, ended up.
Josh Elliott asking if we have those streaming rights to the Louisville game.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
That's Smallville versus whoever.
That's what happens when you have a NIL player from ITL on the field.
Yeah. Dallas, San Francisco. Can I go for tie? Is this my tie game? Yeah, this will be my tie game.
All right, Luke going tie here. So we have one Dallas homer here trying to will his team to a victory. You have a realist in Chris Connor saying that San Francisco's going to win by a landslide. Chris Borak, give us the solemn news.
Did CeeDee Lamb and Dak go to therapy during the bye week?
They did. They went to marriage counseling.
Okay. I'm just checking to see if they worked out the problems. I can see another blow up happening on the sideline of the Cowboys this week. Yeah, the 49ers have had a lot of key injuries with IU going down and CMC being out. Luke is right. The 49ers need CMC, especially in the red zone. It's really killed them this year. But the Cowboys are just disgustingly awful in the trenches. Their offensive line is terrible. Their defensive line is terrible. Parsons hasn't practiced all week. Micah Parsons is probably not going to play, which makes your line even probably close to the worst in the league. So I like the 49ers just to dominate the ground game and dominate the ball. I don't know how Dak does not turn the ball over and give the 49ers the edge at home. So give me the 49ers. I'm not going to pick the 49ers to cover 4 points. No one else.
There it is.
So I'm going to take the 49ers to win.
Not quite confident is what I'm hearing. Just so you guys know, Mozzie Smith has had over 68 rushes and not tricked the quarterback yet this season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's due one.
Yeah, I won.
This week.
One.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys money line. I'm gonna book it. We're gonna go to our final primetime game, which is right up Luke's alley. Oh, by the way, Aubrey does have jury duty, but won't affect the game. Here we go. New York Giants at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are 6-point favorites at home. Pittsburgh looking to go to 6-2 on the year. One of the bigger surprises of the year, alongside Minnesota. I love it. So, Luke, you got the call. You're live. You're in the studio.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. This is why we pay Mike Tomlin the big bucks, right? We got games against clown teams, but these are also the games that Mike Tomlin absolutely loves to play fuck around and find out with. All right,
I got you for that.
perfect.
Here we go.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
100%. 100%. I mean, look at his track record against these teams. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. The problem is the Giants are just as terrible as advertised. Okay. Especially if Neighbors doesn't play, because
He's been practicing.
has he been practicing?
Yeah,
okay. But he's really it. Like
Maybe no Daniel Jones.
and who's their backup?
Colt McCoy. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! Don't snap. I honestly wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I was gonna say Brian Hoyer, but you know. So I do have the Steelers winning this game. I see a huge Najee game this go around. Let Russ cook. What? Question mark?
No.
Let Russ cook? Question.
Drew Lock, for those that wanted to know.
Drew Lock. Yeah, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers, but money line.
We need a chef. We need a chef transition so we can let them cook. Yeah, give me the James Harden chef movements. So first pick is Pittsburgh -6. Josh Elliott still chilling in the chat. The Steelers are frauds, Luke. Frauds, I tell you.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Excuse me, sir?
He's not wrong.
Why don't you come on here and say it to my face, Josh Elliott? Huh? Huh?
There is the clip, and that will be the clip every time the Steelers win this week. It'll be Luke talking shit to Josh Elliott on the camera. And there you have it. Just Luke making a statement, just like I did about the Cowboys. Steelers winning this week. Chris Connor, you feel that confident about the Steelers?
They are revolting in New York. They're already calling for Drew Lock to be the starting quarterback the rest of the year. Give me the Steelers big, and I'll say this now. All of a sudden, I'm thinking Steelers might actually win a playoff game this year. I'm going out on a limb.
Whoa. Hit the brake.
Chris Connor, you always have me like 80% of the
Right
way.
there. Right there.
Oh, you launch one out there to the people.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
You say that, but all of a sudden you start looking. Wait a minute. There's the Bills, the Chiefs, Texans, Ravens. Who else? So I'm telling you right now.
That's true.
I mean,
Steelers
do you
can
know
sneak in there.
down the pipe, Chris?
Hmm?
Do you want to hear the Steelers schedule down the pipe?
Sure.
So Giants, Commanders, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns, Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals.
That's rough. That's rough to end the year, but still some winnable games. You have double Browns in there. Commanders maybe without Jaden Daniels.
That's a big question mark.
There's some wins in there. You would already be 9 wins, so you're going to be a wild card team at least. It's crazy. Every year there's a winning season. I am also taking the Steelers in this game. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Borak now, but I like Najee Harris to have a big week this week. I'm going to mimic that. I think Pickens comes out. I think the Steeler defense is just going to feast on the Giants and continued turmoil in New York. This is not the New York team you want to follow right now. Play everything Steelers this week. Give me Steelers. And now, as we approach Borak in this,
Dude. Oh my God.
Borak now has a decision to make.
Josh is absolutely right. The Steelers are frauds.
Oh my gosh.
And Russell Wilson was awful last week. He literally was throwing the ball up in the air like we're playing a game in elementary school of 5,000, and Wilson was snatching it out of the air. Receivers were bailing him out. I don't understand the switch to Wilson, and it's going to bite them in the ass, but it may not be this week. The Giants' offensive line is so bad. They can't block anybody. When they lost Andrew Thomas, they really were exposed.
Yeah.
Man, I want to take the Giants plus the points, but I can't do it. Not the Steelers at home, not TJ Watt. So I'm going to pray that Tomlin keeps the ball on the ground the entire game, does not let Russell Wilson pass the ball. And I'm going to take Steelers money
You're
line.
so confident in that pick. That is
I'm
a
not.
TSG guarantee. Analytics say that is an 89% guarantee. We're putting that down. TSG guarantee.
Oh yeah, the number cruncher over there, right in the corner.
Yeah.
Crunching it right
He's
now.
absolutely dead to us. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to go after this transition. We are excited. Have you heard that BCMG had a stream team? We did through COVID years. We offered some of the greatest streamers to offer you entertainment. Just Luke is a streamer. I stream, and Davis did stream as well. And there are still some of those amazing streamers out there. Coach Peanut, who's been on this show as a streamer, as well as Smashly Gaming, Mama Bear 1920, Tuconi No Onion. Love all of them. Check out some of their amazing content, and we're going to show you guys some of those clips right now during this commercial break. Really do. Take a look.
Yo, Jill going down the hill. Gonna go fetch Jack in his little pill. Jack feeling down and that's pretty bad. Let's go.
Oh! Yo! Clip that! Clip that headshot!
Nice.
No!
A pistol. What the fuck? Okay, that didn't count.
Woo! Let's go, baby! Clutch it up! Yeah, I like it!
What? No way! Did that precision just kill me?
Let's go!
Nice, Papa!
Papa with the clutch kill at the end. Let's go.
Oh, I missed. That was bad.
Got him.
Nice.
Man, I'm going to go steal their shit.
That is definitely green.
You're dumb and it's orange.
We're both wrong, red.
I could get that solo if I tried it a couple times, but we'll come back to it.
I'm fucking dick right now. Holy shit. Like, I fucking suck right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I remember. ITL Fire Round Picks is up next. We are excited for some of this action. This week's round 2 sponsor is USAA. We're excited to be proud advocate sponsors of USAA, official advocate partners 2 months ago. We haven't really brought content because I'm not really pushing that too much yet, but I mentioned them for round number 2. One, because Bovada pissed me off last week, but second, because just Luke and Mark got to tour the USAA grounds today, and they were absolutely amazed. Luke, what was your favorite part about USAA?
Oh, gotta be the Statue of Liberty. I mean, gotta be, right?
It's pretty remarkable.
I mean, when you said the Ministry of Magic, I said, okay, Ernest. And then, no, it is the Ministry of Magic.
How about you, Mark? What'd you think? Oh, the rooms where you can take a nap.
Yeah, 100%. Correct, sir. Correct.
Well, I'll tell you what, USAA, I've loved working for USAA. I'll continue to be an advocate for them. Part of my daytime job is working at USAA, and I really appreciate them having ITL be an advocate for what they bring to the table. So shout out USAA. I wish I had the jingle ready for this segment, but we go right into fire round picks. Here we go. Indianapolis at Houston. We're going to do this real fire round style here. Luke.
Houston.
Chris Borak.
Of course, the Texans. Come on.
Chris Connor.
Texans.
There we go. Wave those fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. That's a BCMG guarantee. Houston money line goes on that parlay. So far on their Buffalo money line, Chicago -3, Pittsburgh -6, Houston money line. And we're going to keep it rolling here on Fire Round Picks for ITL. We go to Arizona at Miami. Tua, welcome back to football. Arizona Cardinals, do you get back on track? Chris Borak.
Dolphins, they rally around Tua coming back.
Call of Duty is launched. Miami all the way. Chris Connor.
Dolphins. They're a different team when they actually have a quarterback.
Completely agree with that. 3 Dolphins picks, and all of a sudden, real quick, going to
with this. The most hot, cold teams in the NFL, Jekyll and Hyde teams. I'm tired of Arizona burning me. All right, I'm done with that whole division, honestly. And Waddle, let me read what a NFL writer just said on Fantasy about Tua. Tua's return should have a positive impact on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Should? Great analysis.
That's right there.
That guy gets paid by ESPN right now.
So fins up, Tyreek 120 and a tutty.
That is, wave your fingers in the air, wave them like just don't care. A BCMG guarantee. Miami moneyline. Remember, if you're keeping track of these, you're writing them down. You're writing them on your notes inside of your app. You just go to Steve Reisner after this week's episode. Let him know your parlay did not hit. You get your money back guaranteed. Our next game, Atlanta at Tampa Bay, in which who's catching for Tampa Bay? We'll start this one off. Atlanta moneyline. Chris Connor.
Give me Atlanta. They're just more healthier right now.
Luke.
Atlanta.
3 Atlantas, and it's heating up on the hot mic here to Chris Borak.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's go Atlanta.
Wait
a guarantee. That definitely deserves a break. We're still kind of debating why nobody took the Bucks on screen. But Chris Connor, you're first on this one. Jets Patriots in a game which I think you absolutely love picking Patriots. But go ahead and start it off, Chris Connor.
Jets, I'll even say by double digits. When your coach calls you soft, the players are ready to revolt. I'm calling you right now. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns, and we should start looking around. Like, will the players just literally try to murder their coach? That's how much I think they hate him right now.
Hey, is this a done year for Mayo? Is he out?
No, because he's basically what to Bob Kraft is to that, Jason Garrett was to Jerry Jones. He's the pet project. He's going to give him a little bit more of a leash.
Okay, so Jets the first pick on ITL picks, going to Luke.
Oh, I'm not last, so Jets.
I disagree with the Aaron Rodgers 4 TDs take. I think this is a Breece Hall 3 TDs game. Breece Hall, make sure you start him.
Yeah.
Pick him everywhere in daily fantasy. Give me the Jets. Just pound the rock with Breece Hall.
93% guarantee. Wave those fingers and wave them like you just don't care. Jets are taking this game. This parlay is getting really out of hand. I thought it would be really small live in person, but we're going to Jacksonville. Green Bay Packers, NFC North juggernauts continue against the struggling Jags. Luke.
Green Bay by a milli.
Green Bay by a million, says just Luke. Chris Borak.
Oh, this is the perfect spot to take the points against the Jags after coming off a big win of the Patriots. Trevor Lawrence is a complete fraud.
There it is.
I tell you guys every
There
week,
it is.
he's a fraud. So make sure you take the Green Bay Packers to roll in this.
A fraud. A big fraud.
And mark my words, this will be a Green Bay Packer home game.
I heard that Trevor Lawrence is a top 5 quarterback.
No, he's not a top 5
I
quarterback.
heard that somewhere.
Ew.
Stop it.
Could have been a fantasy football relevant conversation. Green Bay, I'm going to mimic a milli, 1,000, 100, 34-3 in the third quarter. We're playing backups type of game. Chris Connor.
Green Bay. It's not even a question.
So by my calculations, every pickup game so far has been a guarantee. But wave those fingers in the air. Wave like All right, we move on. Baltimore at Cleveland. Borak.
I mean, do we really need to do this?
Is anybody taking Cleveland on this panel?
What's
Football
the spread?
gods are coming down on the Browns organization.
What is the spread on this game?
The spread of this game
It's got to be growing.
right now is Baltimore -8.
I'm taking the Ravens. I don't want to even talk about this game.
I'll take the Ravens, but I'll take the points.
Chris Connor, any chance in hell you're taking Cleveland?
No,
It's
there's
you know,
going to
it's
be like
that
interception returns for touchdowns. Jameis Winston playing now.
Yeah, I think we're Baltimore all around. So wave those fingers there, wave them like you just don't care. Doesn't even deserve a banner. But Baltimore money line goes on the BCG guarantee. We'll relay it at the end. Tennessee at Detroit. Anybody taking Titans on this panel?
They just traded D-Hop. No.
And you heard what DeAndre Hopkins said. He's like, I haven't played a relevant football game
in 2 years.
In 2 years. That says a lot about the Titans organization right there.
Like the first year he was there, they were actually relevant.
Yeah.
They were like 5-2.
Yeah.
According to him, no, they weren't relevant.
They were never relevant at that point. Okay, so wave those fingers or wave like you just don't care. Detroit money line goes on the BCG guarantee. What's a weekend to be here?
the spread on that? It's got to be
11
10.
and a half right now.
I think it's up to 12.
Is it? That's gross. That's gross, guys. Let's move on. This is finally a game that's going to be decent. New Orleans Saints. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead. New Orleans Saints. Old habits. Against the Los Angeles Chargers. A hardball game at home against a well-coached team. Saints struggling with some injuries, but Olave is playing in this game. Hill is playing in this game. No Derek Carr listed as starting yet, but I've heard he's trending the right way. I'll start this one off. I'm picking Chargers at home. I like the Chargers playing at home. They play aggressive. They play through their best players. The Harbaugh coach team has been great this year. 53% pass, 47% run. They've controlled trenches against bad teams. They'll have the trenches against the Saints. Give me Chargers. I know this is pick. I'm going to need to shut up. Chargers my pick. Chris Connor.
Chargers. They're just they're a better coach team, and I do not trust Spencer Rattler, who is still the starting quarterback as of now. So, no.
2 Chargers picks, Luke.
Oh, golly, guys. We're just going to be picking straight.
This is wild.
This is crazy. But I can't trust Spencer Rattler over Justin Herbert right now. J.K. Dobbins has been a great addition. A healthy addition. That's the key word in there because he is a great running back. I watched him all at Ohio State. When he could stay healthy in Baltimore, which wasn't long, he was very electric there. And he stayed healthy here. I think the offensive line will keep them in the trenches. That Saints defense is old. It's getting older now. And like I said, Spencer Rattler at the helm just does not sit well with me.
3 Chargers picks.
Yeah, we can wrap this one up. Chargers defense is for real. And slam the under on this game, 41.5. Make sure you bet the under.
So another wave your finger there, wave like you just don't care. BCMG guarantee Chargers money line, and we continue now. Kansas City at Vegas, divisional matchup. Chris Connor.
I want the record to show on October 23rd when DeAndre Hopkins became a Kansas City Chief, That is when the three-peat started. I'm calling it right now. The Chiefs are not going to beat just the Raiders. It's a three-peat. They will scalp those damn dirty Texans of a championship game, beat the Lions. I will be drinking delicious tears from all you people as my Chiefs become a three-peat Super Bowl champion.
So I guess you're taking the Chiefs?
Yes.
Good. All right, Chiefs with the first take. Luke.
The Raiders are not good at football.
Uh-huh.
The Chiefs are not bad at football. I expect a Kareem Hunt game out of this, actually. It's really D-Hop now. It's D-Hop, Xavier Worthy, Sky Moore.
Who plays for them?
Sky Moore's hurt.
He's out
for the year.
He got hurt in last week's game? Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? So that was D-Hop and Worthy. And Kelsey.
That's your guy.
I mean,
don't forget about Noah Gray.
Oh, yeah, Gray is in there, too.
And Watson.
What, are they going to run 3 tight end sets all day? They do it a lot, though. But I expect a big Kareem Hunt game this go around. So I'm picking Chiefs, but Chris Jones sacks. Definitely look at that prop because probably going to look at that one.
Is it Minshew again?
Minshew's starting again.
2 KC picks going to Borak.
Yeah.
Spread 9.5.
Raiders. This was the last Chiefs loss. Was that at Las Vegas
last year?
So I think Chiefs come out ready to play. They have that on their minds, and then the Raiders making fun of Mahomes with the little Muppet doll on TikTok. I think they're going to cover the spread just based on that alone. I think Mahomes remembers that, and Andy Reid will let him run it up.
Kansas City money line is on our BCMG guarantee. Put those fingers in your wave like you just don't care. Honestly, my arm is hurting. I don't even know what we're doing. Kansas City money line, and that takes us to our final game and segment of the week. Cue it. ITL snoozer of the week. The Carolina Panthers visiting the Mile High Stadium Denver Broncos in our final pick. We start this one off with just Luke.
First of all, I always love the end of that video because it's just the girl just laying down. It never gets old.
It does.
Like, never gets old. So we have a literal car crash in Carolina, figuratively and literally. Andy Dalton, no bueno. Best wishes. Bryce Young to get the start again, so don't know what that's going to look like. Denver at home. Bo Nix. Am I a believer? No, I'm not a believer in Bo Nix, but I am a believer in Patrick Surtain in that defense. So give me Denver at home.
Denver at home is the first pick on our last pick here on ITL picks. A lot of picks there.
Yeah, this is going to get ugly. Broncos are the best defense in the NFL. Bryce Young is in for a day. I think you guys are being disrespectful to Denver with this snoozer of the week. I think they're going to open up the offense a little bit and let Bo Nix throw the ball a little bit more. So I look for him to have a big game.
Bad week of football for the NFL. There's a lot of landslide games. I think Primetime took all of the toss-ups. We were very debating on. I think we did a good job with Primetime. Denver by 1 million. It's a snoozer because I think it's going to be a blowout, not because I think both teams are going to finish 6-9 or 7-14.
Tie.
Total tie. Although I am not as much a believer in Denver as I am that Carolina is just Andy Dalton gone, Deontay Johnson now gone. You're going to rely on Bryce Young again. How's that mentality? And then can we get something else going? No Jonathan Brooks again. So will Carolina, piece it together at one point other than their one win they had this year? Denver, and we go to our final BCMG guarantee entry possibly, or is Chris Conner taking the upset?
I'm going Broncos, not just to win, But once again, they are making the playoffs this year. I believe in Sean Payton.
Gross.
All right, Denver money line enters the BCMG guarantee
Good luck with that.
for shits and giggles. Let's wave our fingers in there, wave them like it doesn't. That's right. Even Mark is waving his finger. He did give us a lot of head shakes tonight, but we're not going to comment on that. Tonight's episode in totality brought to you by Taquito Express. Nothing like family with Taquito Express. Luke and David, everybody wishes we were down in the valley. Love those tacos. We had wonderful food, Mexican food today, and it still doesn't compare to what it is down in the valley. But thank all of y'all for joining us on a Friday night. You know, 31 of y'all watching live on Friday means you're either watching on the side at a wedding or you're out and about at the movies, you're still listening. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. Those of you who are listening, good luck to your picks. Really glad to be spending this weekend with my family, my other family here on ITL, and conjoining that with my regular family who's waiting to go to bed. And I'm excited to have this weekend with Luke and Davis, who's going to be here, and Mark in town, and of course, Borak spending with us. So thank you, Chris Connor. If you want to tell people where they can find you.
Yes, you can check me out at thelastcallpodcast.com. I'm also on X, Last Call Chris C, Instagram, Last Call Chris C. I'm on Facebook, the YouTube channel. Check it out. We just had Dallas Pride and Joy from Fortis MMA. Damon Jackson, he'll be fighting on UFC 309 against Jim Miller in Madison Square Garden. And Ernest, always on a pleasure with hanging with you guys and talking football.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I look forward to talking to you on your show very soon. All right, and then of course, Luke, tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at King of Hearts 82 on X and on Twitch and on TikTok. Glad we made it here all safe and sound.
Absolutely.
We get to watch sports. We get to go see sports in real life.
Rockets
first NBA game ever
for both Mark and
for Mark and me, right?
Yeah.
Right. So there's that. Great food.
Alamo.
Remember the Alamo. You must remember the Alamo. All right.
And 9/11.
And 9/11. That will probably get me canceled.
Never forget.
Anyways, I really appreciate it. Opening up our house to your house to me and to us means a huge to me. So
absolutely,
it's gonna be fun. Can't wait. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, and hey, by the way, I just got a notification. Kyle McCord threw another interception. Syracuse people.
Still throwing interceptions. You can find me at @pluswalker99 on X. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can.
Thank you guys for the special Friday night episode. Mark, you want to say bye?
Bye. Go Stars, Fly Eagles Fly.
Oh my God.
Who really want to
watch? Fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night. Peace.